Today we're gonna make a pizza in the pan. To start with, you wanna have sifted flour that you combine with the water slowly because you don't want to get clumps. After that, you wanna add some baking soda, a bit of salt and a bit of olive oil. Once you have all the things combined in the pot, you can stir it with a spoon or a fork to get everything mixed in regularly. When you're mixing, it helps to either wet your hands or flour your hands depending on how wet the dough is. That way it won't stick to your hands as much. In this case, it helps to get them a bit floured. I like to mix the dough with my hands, and you want to let it rest after it becomes stiff. Then we're gonna start baking the ingredients that are raw. In this case, it's just mushrooms. Mushrooms need to be baked ahead because the temperature of the dough, once we're baking, is not gonna be high enough. After letting the dough rest a bit, you can give it another mix and let it rest again. You need to let the gluten relax to get a good result. Mushrooms can go in, and we want to bake these nice and brown. While we're doing that, we will have time to work a bit more on the dough and make sure that it's nice and mixed. Once we're getting towards the end of the mushroom, it's time to start rolling out the dough. It's handiest if you first flour the dough and then start rolling. That way you won't have the dough sticking to the table. Now that the mushrooms are ready, we have a nicely heated pan ready to put the dough inside. We're gonna let this bake for a couple minutes on each side, 3 to 5. And we're gonna do this with a lid. Once the 3 to 5 minutes is up, you can flip it and let the other side cook. And in the meantime is a perfect moment to start preparing your toppings. In this case, just some mushrooms, some ham, some tomato and some cheese, of course. We're gonna start with putting the tomato on. And I also like adding some oregano on the base of my pizza, because otherwise it's a bit bland in flavor. Once that is on, you do the toppings, and of course we finish the pizza with the mozzarella cheese that we're going to be putting on top. A royal amount. There is never too much cheese. Once that is done, we're gonna put it back in the pan for a couple minutes again, basically until the cheese is melted. And with the cheese melted, you'll get a nice crunchy pizza that only took something like 20 minutes to prepare.